Creating from the Heart, the Artistry of Living. I'm Suzy Vance, and I'm here with the Superintendent of Michigan City Area Schools, Wendel McCollum.
Yes.
How are you, Wendell?
I'm doing great. Happy
Good.
April Fools. April 1st. We made it.
We did.
Yes.
So, Wendell, you're a native of Michigan City, I understand.
Yes, I am.
Yeah.
Born and raised here in Michigan City. Grew up on the west side of town and went to elementary school at Park Elementary School, which is now the Hope Building. And
Right.
then went to Barker Junior High, which it was junior high at that time, 7th and 8th grade, and then graduated from Rogers High School in 1992.
Now we know it as Michigan City High School, right?
Yes, now
Yay.
we know it as Michigan City High School.
Great. And that took you, what was your dream then?
My
Was
dream,
it to be superintendent?
not at all. I started off in college as a business major, so business administration.
That's not a bad background.
No, it isn't. No, it isn't. But it wasn't where my passion lied. So I had the opportunity a couple of years into college to come back to Michigan City, and at that time it was still Rogers High School, and be an assistant football coach. And working with high school kids at that time, and then also being around some of my former coaches and teachers, led me down the path of this is what I want to do. I want to work with kids, I want to work in schools, and I want to work in Michigan City. So ended up changing my major.
Check.
So I ended up changing my major, much to the chagrin of my mom, who was like, what?
You're not going to be
what?
a businessman?
You've gone to school for 2 years, you got all these credits, and now you're going to change your major? And I'm like, yeah. And it's funny now when I think about it, because as a superintendent, but as a former high school principal, assistant principal, and teacher, we, over the last 25, 30 years, have evolved into now having students really choose their pathways by middle school. And
Really?
Here I was, 2021 at that time, choosing. So, something that...
Would you have known enough as a...
No. No. Not at all. Not at all.
Well, that's my experience too. I mean, here I am. I was a lawyer. No, I'm not.
Yes, absolutely. So, yes, having the opportunity to come back and coach at Rogers High School, and then we consolidated high schools in 95. So I had the opportunity to coach the first 2 years at Michigan City High School.
Yay.
Yes. So full circle when I walked back into that building in 2013 as the principal.
Amazing.
Absolutely, yeah.
And here you are today.
Yes, sir. Here I am today. So I, really give a lot of credit to my predecessor, Dr. Barbara Easton Watkins, who gave me the opportunity to return to Michigan City. I was in East Chicago for 4 years as the principal at East Chicago Central High School.
Okay.
And ran into her at a conference, and she was like, hey, we have a principal position open. What do you think? And we got to thinking about it to the point where at that time I was living over in Lake County, and we would come over and visit my mom, who still lives here in Michigan City, and just swing by the high school. And I kept swinging by the high school and kept swinging by the high school, and I'm like, you know what? I want to apply. So all things lined up, and I got hired in May of 2013 to come back to the school that I was a student in, had coached in. And
you knew it well.
Knew it very well. I knew half the kids because I had been
Oh,
middle school assistant principal. So to walk in the building and be like, okay, I know you. If I don't know you, I might know your parents. So it was a great opportunity for me. And then I knew many of the teachers as well. So having relationships with students, with parents, and some of the people that worked in the building made my transition a lot easier.
This is like a dream come true.
Yes.
It's called being in the right place at the right time.
Yes. Being able to take advantage of the opportunities when they're presented to you. And then a lot of times, as I tell my own kids, the opportunity is not going to say, come here. It's the door's open and wow, okay, yes, let me see what I can do to take advantage of it. So, yeah.
Well, you never know. I don't know if you go to Sinai Forum, but the Elizabeth Gilbert, who wrote Eat, Pray, Love, and then wrote a book called Big Magic, has a story in Big Magic, which she told at the Sinai Forum. And that is, an opportunity taps you on the shoulder, and you say, I don't know, I'm too busy, or I'm not sure I'm ready, or whatever. And it might come back, if you're lucky, and tap you again. And then if you don't say yes, it finds somebody else. And she has a story about how she was ready to write a book, things got interrupted, so she didn't write the book right then. She thought she'd write it later, and somebody else wrote exactly the same book.
Yeah, I can relate to that. And my situation with the high school was that I was asked before I decided. So there was like a 3 or 4 month process that was involved in it, and I initially said no. And then 4 months later, I had the opportunity to run into Dr. Ethan Watkins, and I'm like, okay, let me really think about this. So yes, it speaks to the opportunity knocking.
That's right.
Yeah.
You got to pay attention.
Yes, you do.
And I think you also have to be curious.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you were born and raised in Michigan City. You knew all about the Michigan City schools, but did you really know everything?
No. But one of the things, as you mentioned, curiosity, is what I didn't know, I knew people who did know.
There you go.
So being humble enough to ask them questions in terms of what I didn't know, so that I could be better prepared or more informed, and still carry that same attitude till today.
Well, and how fortunate for Michigan City to have somebody who's essentially grown up in the system and knows what it's like to be down there when you're up here.
Exactly. And that is something I'm not sure. I have to go back and look through our history to know if there has been someone who was born and raised here that is now the superintendent.
That opportunity,
yeah,
right.
Going from the principal position at the high school to now being superintendent of the school system.
Well, I, for one, and I'm sure the community is very happy to have you here.
Yes.
So thank you for your service.
Thank you very much.
Is there anything else, like, do you have great plans that we get to know about? Or what's happening?
We are in the middle of our strategic plan, which we put into place 3 years ago. So right now, a lot of the things that are happening within the school system are in lockstep with what's going on in the city. So the city had started planning all the things that you see now happening with downtown, with the train, and have new housing developments. And I can recall coming into this office, sitting down and speaking with Dr. Ethan Watkins and a couple other people about, okay, this is a great time for us to develop a strategic plan so that we can work lockstep with the city and take advantage of the great hype that's going on with them, and then also translate it to the school system. So right now we are in the midst of doing a facility study, building new buildings, renovating buildings, so that our students who have been in buildings that maybe 50, 60 years old, that were built for students that were working in the 1900s, last century for many of our students, we want to make sure that they're 21st century ready. So in the next 3 to 5 years, our plan is to build new buildings, renovate the current spaces we have so that our students, no matter where they're at, pre-K to post-secondary, that they're in state-of-the-art facilities.
Fabulous.
Yes.
I'm so glad to know you're on it.
Yes, so that is exciting, and so our hope is by the end of this decade, wow, it's funny to say that, but by the end of this decade, the students that we have will be in facilities that are some of the best in the state.
Wow. Keep it going.
We will.
Thank you for coming back to Michigan City.
Thank you. Happy to be home.
That's good.
Yes.
All right. Creating from the Heart, the Artistry of Living. We'll see you next time, and stay tuned. Watch those schools grow.